This is a production of Cornell University.
We are late for lunch, so I will make this brief, but hopefully challenging as well. New York Farm Bureau is an advocacy organization who spent a lot of time here at the Capitol lobbying legislators and staff on a whole host of agriculture issues, including soil health. A lot of the people we actually lobby are back there, so I want to thank the people from the Senate and Assembly staff for being here to spend this much time with us. It's real testament to their dedication. So thank you. How many people here are from South of Westchester County? That's good, welcome. But that's not enough. We have this whole soil health equals farm profitability equation nailed to the greatest extent. Almost the greatest extent. We have a lot of legislative partners from upstate New York who help with incentives, to pass incentives legislation for soil carbon sequestration. We have people from upstate New York championing Environmental Protection Fund and AEM program, non-point program, climate resilient farming, but that's not enough. There's 20 million people in New York State. This is us. We are the 40% upstate people with representation. There's a whole other 60% Long Island and the 5 boroughs of Manhattan who don't really honestly care about soil health. But we are in the sweet spot though. There's always a lot of, to borrow a phrase from one of the earlier slides, a lot of cussing and fussing about agriculture here in Albany and even within our industry, whether it's GMO versus conventional, whether it's pesticide use, labor issues, big versus small. This issue is not one of those cussing and fussing issues because we can tell the story to farm legislative districts about farm profitability that comes from soil health. But even more importantly, we can start talking to urban legislators about climate change and the mitigation impacts that soil health has. They care about much more, frankly, about climate change than soil health. And our mission, our goal is to tell that story. This has been a lot of farmer to farmer stuff, and that's really needed because we need to extend this knowledge base across the state, but we can't ignore the work that's done here because this conference wouldn't have happened without state funding. Dave's programs for research wouldn't happen without state funding. EPF funding for AEM, Patrick Hooker talking about extending technical knowledge and technical advice on soil health in the AEM program wouldn't happen without state support funding in legislation. And so I guess my challenge in the short time I have today is to say, let this not be the only time that you come to Albany to talk about soil health. We need to continue this drumbeat throughout the legislative session, throughout the year with legislators and staff, because there's so many issues out there that are outside of agriculture that they're hit with every single day. This needs to be one of those issues as well, or else they'll forget about it. And this issue is far, far too important, has far too many powerful legs to have that happen. So that's the challenge, and now it's time for lunch. Thank you.
This has been a production of Cornell University, on the web at cornell.edu.